Chief Minister Conrad Sangma with a delegation of his cabinet colleagues to meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah at New Delhi to brief about November 22 Mukro firing incident. Delegation to demand for a CBI or NIA inquiry into the accident. NPF President Dr. Shirozile Lejuju accuses Nagaland government of having no economic policy or program for welfare of the Naga youths. During a program in Mukokchung, Lejuju assures to liberate Nagas from poverty and dependency if NPF comes to power. NPCC criticizes government for its role in regards to recent impasse with the department recruited aggrieved nurses over service regularization issue. NPCC calls government of being merciless by taking issue and throw policy against the nurses. Jimomi Hoho celebrates 75th anniversary of inception at Zinipoto's Chiyepu village on Thursday. Thousands of clan members from different parts of the state attended the anniversary, which was held under the theme Nipu Nisungwaka Peki Chepu. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to English Primetime News. I'm Imli Salimchan. We shall now look into details. Over the shooting incident which occurred in Assam-Meghalaya border on Tuesday, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma is set to lead a delegation of cabinet ministers of his state to meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Thursday at the national capital, New Delhi. The team will provide information regarding the recent firing incident which left 6 people dead. Notably, the delegation will also demand for an investigation led by either the Central Bureau of Investigation or the National Investigation Agency. Furthermore, the delegation will meet with the National Human Rights Commission in New Delhi and submit a report on the matter so that appropriate action can be taken. Earlier, Sangma and Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tingson, along with other ministers, visited the village on Wednesday and met the families of the deceased, where they provided checks to kin of deceased as ex gratia.
All emotionally affected by seeing what has happened, and definitely there will be a reaction from some of the youths. That's something that we cannot deny. But we have to also realize that that is not always the only solution, and that is not always the only path that's there in front of us. And hence that we have to realize that ultimately, to be able to achieve the development, achieve the peace, and achieve the overall goals that we have, there are certain ways that we can do this. And today in the democratic process and the government, there are many ways, and therefore we should ensure that violence should not be the way forward to find solutions to this. We are all upset, we are all angry about what has happened, but we will ensure that justice is done, and we'll also ensure that in the long run, the entire issue of this border issue, which is at the crux of all this tension that is always building up here, should be resolved at the earliest. All emotionally affected by seeing what has happened.
Reacting to the December 22 Murok firing incident along Assam-Meghalaya border, the Naga Students Federation has condemned the incident by calling it barbaric and anti-societal act. Issuing a statement on Thursday, NSF further extended its deepest condolences to bereaved family members of 6 people who lost their lives. Federation appealed to concerned authorities to follow due process of law through an impartial probe to settle the issue amicably at the earliest possible time. NSF also said that such type of incident outraged the sentiments of the entire Northeast region. NSF also appealed for peace and unity in the region. While addressing a meeting at Mokokchung Division Office, Nagaland People's Front President Dr. Shirozile Lejuchu on Wednesday alleged that the present Nagaland government has no economic policy, no fiscal policy and no program to safeguard the welfare of the future generation. Lejuchu remarked that the poverty and inequality is increasing day by day and added that the caste system has appeared in the Naga society because of the present government. Lejuchu stressed on the need to change the present government and asserted that if NPF takes over government, it will work to bring out a proper fiscal policy and will work on policies of human development in various ways. The president further opined that NPF aims to liberate the Nagas from poverty and dependency. Meanwhile, leader of NPF Legislature Party and co-chairman of UDA, Kuzoluzu Ninu, expressed dismay over the defection of 21 MLS and added that true leaders need to maintain integrity and call upon the party leaders to be truthful to their party. Ninu also urged the party leaders to work hard to contribute for the success of the party. With the recent impasse between the department-recruited aggrieved nurses and the state government over service regularization issue, the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee on Wednesday appreciated the work that were provided by the nurses during the pandemic. Although the nurses were appointed against a post created in an emergency time of need, the NPCC stated that there is no question of doubting their skill or capacity after having used their services during the most crucial time of period. The committee further criticized the act of the government being merciless, who decided to throw the nurses out after using their services. The Tobu Down Students Union on Thursday submitted a memorandum to the Tobu Additional Deputy Commissioner regarding multiple problems prevailing in the area. The union raised several key issues in the memorandum and sought immediate action for the welfare of general public, including students. The Students' Union asked why no subdivisional planning and development board meeting was held in the past 3 months. The union also demanded answer regarding the absence of officers posted at Tobu headquarters, while pointing out the delay of the 15th Finance Commission grants for 2020 to 2021, as the funds have not been implemented yet. With an aim of protection and sustainable management of aquatic freshwater ecosystems in the state, a 2-day international workshop for sustainable management of aquatic ecosystem concluded on Thursday at Kohima Science College Autonomous. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the Department of Zoology, KSC, Jotsoma, and Protection and Sustainable Management of Aquatic Resources in the Northeast Himalaya region of India, which is implemented by GIZ India on behalf of the German Federal Ministry for Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety. It may be mentioned that the memorandum was signed to foster institutional cooperation in order to support research activities related to protection, conservation, climate resilient management of aquatic biodiversity in Nagaland, along with other states of the Northeast regions. During the program, co-lead Climate Change and Curricular Economy Group of GIZ India, Dr. Thomas Lennartz, mentioned that altogether GIZ has initiated 18 projects all over India and worked in the community level. Furthermore, participants from 4 Northeast states including Nagaland, Assam, Manipur and Meghalaya attended the program to strengthen the knowledge and management capacities of state and local stakeholders for climate-friendly management of aquatic freshwater ecosystems.
Nagas were traditionally hunters and gatherers, and we are basically now the shifting cultivators. And forest and the aquatic ecosystem is one of the most important service providers for the local people. Today I would like to welcome all the scientist participants to discuss in detail for a better tomorrow for the local people. And I strongly believe that today's deliberation on the theme, the current and traditional sustainable management of the aquatic ecosystem, will bring about a greater understanding in the minds of the local people.
What you already said was that we are working on this Science, People and Policy Connect. So we are really trying to link those different levels. And on the science level, we are working with different scientific institutions, just like the Kohima Science College, on different, first of all, on updating or creating an inventory for the region that we're working in. We are working on methods for climate risk assessment and also vulnerability assessment for certain species. We're working on developing certain breeding techniques for endangered species that can then be also taken over by the local communities. And all this knowledge we want to use in our pilot implementations in the 4 states, where we work with communities directly. So that is the people part of the link. We work there in community levels on different resource management practices and the development of alternative livelihood options in order to create an environment where the aquatic biodiversity.
The Kohima SME Officers Kukakulu held an annual general conference on Wednesday at Hotel Vivor in Kohima. Retired DIG, State Vigilance Commission, and former president of KSOK, K. Shiwoto Watsa, congratulated all the retired SME officers on the completion of their service and those who have been promoted to higher ranks. He further urged the union to take the opportunity and to serve the people with honesty and dedication as a responsible officer. Furthermore, outgoing president of Kohima SME Officers Kukakulu and engineer-in-chief of NPWT, Kahuli Sema, was also present during the event, where she expressed her gratitude to all the office bearers and members for the successful tenure during her presidency. She further extended her best wishes to the new team and thanked the pioneers who had established a union that enabled them to come together through this platform.
Ako to matini igemo ishi ako ile sipenwa yu hibo ye iwona akimchila ki ene hiye tim to mona shishigyu kemo kamen kina shujugyu ali ike ina shinong mai ta yola bin sha yu he semi officers iba yu nong ye tim na shin shigyu tim na nejigyu to mona shimla gyu ala nong kbange je ona nong ye Nagaland government Nagaland public initial kupu occupation tinatu he KSOK boya ni ulagi ni zuna ishi bigede kadonyagin na chedin na silver jubilee kilwa te kadonyagin na mugin le ambe muku bidila chana or rather 23 letter ishke dipodola ambe dipodola KSOK boya akamlagi to munasema ni zuru ngore ene tenong re mlagi tu na amashkin ten enet bo ishinong ko hagimna ishala kam shagimna dibo ki ke tamona dare kuno la pesis ne shagimna dibo ko bala na itu akamla ki ni maso ben shani na to shi bin shagi ni sim ko haye akhasan ne bage ni sim.
A program of Nagaland Health Project took place at Capital Cultural Hall in Kohima on Thursday. Minister for Health and Family Welfare S. Pangnu Pom during the program stated that a first state-level project funded by the World Bank, which is implemented by the State Department of Health and Family Welfare with its focus to cover district hospitals, community health centers, primary health centers, sub-centers and its catchment villages. Pom further informed that the project has helped in the construction of the upcoming medical college at Kohima by taking the initiative to construct the library and theatre block. It may be mentioned that the contract was signed on January 2021 and the work is likely to be completed by July 2023. On an average, Nagaland Health Project has achieved 95% physical and 82% financial progress from the procurement session. Altogether, 33 CHC, PHC, village health centers and sub-health centers, where 3 centers, each of the 11 districts, was awarded certificates and cash prizes for their best performance of the NHP.
Torbraha, district, Bra. Health committee members kan, workers kan, Troy Saldi itu Nagaland Health Project. Scheme agana abnagan kini gal lagi hal kam corporation na korana. Itu our program do phalasera na. Udivila aji Magigana se Avanaga Kobor experience sharing qua Hodigana Ido State Government Aron Department Gando Pishipushi Payas.
The Nagaland Health Project has made great stride in improving the existing infrastructures the renovations and repairs at the district hospitals, various health facilities in our targeted sites, the Central State Warehouse, nursing schools and the PMTI. Now the repair and renovation of these health facilities have resulted in a very dynamic change in terms of infrastructure and also has smoothened the provision of services at each facility level. Now, to ensure that these changes in infrastructure are sustained, it is imperative that all these changes are adopted at the State Department level as well. A monitoring committee and mechanism needs to be firmly worked out within the department. Health facilities at all levels must actively play a pivotal role in ensuring that the asset created is maintained and utilized effectively for many years to come.
Torbraha, district, Bra.
Jimomi Hoho on Thursday celebrated its 75th anniversary of interception under the theme Nipu Nisung Muaga Pekichepu at Ziniputo's Shiyapu village. The one-day celebration began with opening of 75th anniversary monolith program, which was chaired by Chairman of the Planning Board, G. Ikuto Jimomi. The anniversary monolith was led by Executive Secretary Simi Baptiste Akukuho Kukalum, Reverend Hukuka Jimomi, where thousands of clan members were present. MLA Ajeto Jimomi, who also attended the event and released a souvenir to commemorate the 75th anniversary. MLA Jimomi, along with Semihoho President I. Niketo Jimomi, stressed on the importance of knowing the roots of existence with the purpose of brotherhood. Furthermore, the pastor of Shiyapu Baptist Church, Aboka Jimomi, concluded the anniversary program with a benediction.
Kichimna kumsiguya, itim ya kichim lom pimla kashi kumsane, ni jibam kichim ko, kya kumane kashi kumsane, nye pichene, inak chusha gono, iniship na gamu, isallo, momi lom kible pichamoy, 10mega 이식됐을로 이기미했을로 아나 교실lep게 이비제 비니시 대호도에 이템고 기침이교 기침은 삽서 기침은 오시가게라 기침은 알음비게라 이니르브스 할라바 형나라 뭐하는게 저거는 뜻이 닝우 아타자반 신노로 이비 아타바 가버스 농월로 사절라네 기침나 금스고야 이팀이야 기침은 롬빔라 가시 금산에 니 집은 기침고 대학 고문에 가시 금산에 nye pichene ina chusha gono ini ship magamu isallo momi lom kible pchemoy ship magaya ishikta slo ikimi khslo ana kushlep kya ibide pinishe deho doi item ko kichimi gyu kichimi sum sabza kichimi no oshka gela kichimi no lom kela ini lobz khala ba hyungna la mwanenge to ono tishi nyungu ataza pan chinlo 이비 아사이바 가버스 농월로 사절라네 기침나 금스고야 이팀이야 기침은 롬빔라 가시 금산에 니 집은 기침고 대학 고문에 가시 금산에 nye 피체네 이낙 주샤고노 이니 십나가무 이살로
A meeting cum one-day orientation program regarding People's Plan campaign under Gram Panchayat Development Plan was held on Thursday at Deputy Commissioners Conference Hall in Mukokchong. Notably, People's Plan campaign is an initiative taken by the central government to empower the local elected governments by rallying the officials, experts, volunteers and mass people around them to boost the local level planning by identifying as well as solving the real problems faced by local villagers. The Nagaland Education Mission Society, Samagra Shiksha, on Wednesday declared the result of the state-level Kala Utsav 2022 competition at the Directorate of School Education in Kohima. Notably, Kala Utsav is an initiative of the Ministry of Education under Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan to promote arts in education by nurturing and showcasing the artistic talent of school students at the secondary stage in the country. The students competed in the field of vocal music, traditional and classical, instrumental music, traditional and percussive, dance, classical and traditional, visual, 2D and 3D, indigenous games, toys, and drama, including solo for both male and female. The winners of the state-level competitions are all set now to participate in the national-level competitions, scheduled to be held on January 3 to 6 next year at Bhubaneswar in Orissa.
NEP 2020 has been incorporated in Kala Utsav 2022-2023 to create a platform to explore, to exchange, and to experience the diverse cultural heritage of the country. There are 10 categories of competition, such as vocal music, both traditional and classical, instrumental music, traditional and percussive, dance, classical and traditional, visual art, 2D and 3D, indigenous games and toys, drama, solo for both male and female. So here, the winner of today's state level competition.
Nagaland Foothills Road Coordination Committee team on Wednesday undertook a joint inspection of Bagdi Division Foothills Road along with the Motorable Foothills Road contractor T. Tachu and Company and the representatives of Lota Lower Range Public Organization and Yamhon Area Public Organization. The inspection was undertaken on the invitation of the PWT, which was led by Chief Engineer Kevide Nakro and Additional Chief Engineer. The NFH RCC lauded the chief engineer for his initiative and urged the department to release the running bills to the contractors as agreed on July 23, 2022 resolutions. The committee also asked the department to inaugurate the bridges at the governor's camp and expressed gratitude to the state government and bridge construction firm L. Pukato Shoye and Sons for successfully completing the bridge construction. Viewers, we have a breaking news coming in right now at this hour. Major unrest in Shillong following Mukro incident. Petrol bomb hurled police in Shillong. Bomb hurled at cops at Barik Point situated in Meghalaya. Now the situation is very tense and this comes after November 22 incident. Viewers, right now we have a breaking news, and as we all know about the Mukro incident, there is a major unrest in Shillong right now at this hour, and the news as it goes, a petrol bomb was hurled in Shillong in police, and the bomb hurled by the cops at Barik Point situated in Meghalaya. The situation is very tense at this hour. Bomb hurled at cops at Barik Point. Situation in Meghalaya is very tense after November 22 incident. Police booth torched by protesters. And cops resorted to tear gas to disperse mob. There is major unrest in Shillong following Mukro incident. Viewers, as the breaking news follow, we have this news that major unrest in Shillong follows following the Mukro incident, and also we get to our information that petrol pump has hurled police in Shillong, and the petrol pump or the bomb that has hurled was by the cops at Barik police station in Meghalaya. Now the situation is very tense following the November 22 incident. Moving on to the next news, we have on the second day event of 400th birth anniversary of Lachit Borbukan as 17th century Assamese General of the Ahom Kingdom. Union Home Minister Amit Shah attended the program as the chief guest in Delhi on Thursday. Many dignitaries including Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal along with Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma were also present during the program. It may be mentioned on November 25, Prime Minister Modi will address a valedictory event. The main objective of organizing the birth anniversary in the national capital is to sanitize the people of the country on the bravery and war skills of Borbukan. While attending the program, Union Home Minister lauded the heroics of Lachit Borbukan and said that Lachit fought for the land and also united the entire Northeast. Without Lachit, Northeast would have been a part of mainland India.
हम इतिहास के ऐसे स्वर्णिम पृष्ठ को लेकर एकत्रित आए हैं। शायद वो व्यक्ति न होता, वो योद्धा न होता, वो शूरवीर न होता, तो आज पूरा पूर्वोत्तर भारत का हिस्सा न होता। उस वक्त उन्होंने लिए हुए निर्णय उन्होंने दिखाया हुआ साहस, उन्होंने किया हुआ पराक्रम न केवल पूर्वोत्तर दक्षिण एशिया के पूरे हिस्सों को धर्मांध आक्रांताओं से, धर्मांध आक्रमणखोरों से बचाने का काम किया। तो हेमंत जी लसित बोरफुकन के लिए आसाम के मुख्यमंत्री के नाते एक कार्यक्रम।
Mizoram police on Wednesday seized over 12,000 kilograms of smuggled areca nuts while confiscating 2 trucks in Mizoram's Khazwal district. Police stated that 160 bags weighing 12,800 kilograms of areca nuts were seized by a police team led by Khazwal sub-divisional police officials. The truck drivers, who were also arrested with the consignment, have been identified as T. Lalro Changa and Lian Siam Pinga, who hails from New Champai. The smuggling of areca nuts in the state is not something new, as police seized 3,500 kilograms of dry areca nuts on Tuesday. The illegal areca nuts are smuggled from Myanmar to India, as Mizoram shares a 510 kilometer of international border with the neighboring country. In a major move, New Delhi's Jama Masjid on Thursday barred the entry of women without men inside the mosque premises. The surprising move came after the Masjid administration issued an order prohibiting the entry of solidarity or groups of women in the mosque. The unprecedented step has caused quite a stir in the country, and people are condemning the historical masjid's controversial decision. Furthermore, the Jama Masjid administration has placed a number of signboards outside the mosque premises to inform everyone about the decision. The Masjid administration, while justifying the decision, stated that females will be allowed to enter the mosque with their husbands or families.
महिलाओं पे रोक नहीं लगाई गई है। जो अकेली लड़कियां यहाँ आती हैं, लड़कों को टाइम देती हैं, यहाँ आके गलत हरकतें होती हैं, वीडियोस बनाई जाती है, सिर्फ उस चीज़ को रोकने के लिए इस पे पाबंदी लगाई गई है। अगर आप अभी चारों तरफ देखें तो यहाँ महिलाएं मौजूद हैं। आप फैमिलीज के साथ आए, कोई पाबंदी नहीं है, मैरिड कपल आए, कोई पाबंदी नहीं है, लेकिन किसी को टाइम दे के यहाँ आना, इसको मीटिंग पॉइंट बना लेना, पार्क समझ लेना, टिकटॉक वीडियो बनाना, डांस करना, ये किसी भी धर्म स्थल के लिए मुनासिब नहीं है, चाहे वो मस्जिद हो, मंदिर हो, गुरुद्वारा हो।
In connection with the money laundering case of conman Sukesh Chandra Shekhar, Delhi court postponed the hearing of the alleged matter, which also involved actress Jacqueline Fernandez, till December 12. The actress appeared at the Patiala House Court for a hearing on Thursday morning. Earlier, on November 15, she was granted bail by a Delhi court in connection with the case. Union Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Ashwini Kumar Chaubey, on Wednesday stated that the centre will send a team of scientists to oversee the establishment of a tissue culture laboratory in Mizoram. The Union Minister was in a 3-day visit of the state, which ended on Thursday. Minister Chaubey further added that he had a discussion regarding the bamboo potential of the state with Chief Minister Zoramthanga. Meanwhile, Chaubey also emphasized on the importance of youth power and distributed appointment letters to 79 youths in Mizoram as a part of the Rozgar Mela campaign on Tuesday. The National Investigation Agency on Thursday has been granted custody of gangster Lawrence Bishnoi for 10 days over Sidhu Musewala murder case. The Premier Terror Probe Agency had appealed to the court that it needed Bishnoi's custody to question the gangster in connection with the murder case. Currently, Lawrence is lodged in Badinda jail in Punjab with several others cases registered against him. The Supreme Court on Thursday questioned the centre on the appointment of former IAS officer Arun Goel as the new election commissioner at a lightning speed, saying the process was completely within 24 hours. The bench clarified that it was not questioning the merits of Arjun Goel's credentials, but the process. Notably, Goel took a voluntary retirement from his previous posting on November 18 and was appointed election commissioner on November 19 and took charge on November 21. The top court questioned as to how the central government appointed the 1985 batch IAS officer Goel in a single day. The apex court further questioned, asking why the centre appointed someone who will not get the 6-year period at all when it is in the constitution that one must serve for a period of 6 years when appointed as election commissioner. Pakistan on Thursday appointed Lieutenant General Asim Munir as the Chief of the Army, an organization that plays an extraordinarily influential role in the governance of the nuclear-armed nation. Notably, Munir, who was also Pakistan's chief spy, will take over from outgoing General Qamar Javed Bajwa, who retires later this month after a 6-year term. This comes after the process to appoint the new army chief started on Monday, as Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif wrote a letter to the country's defense ministry for a summary of the potential candidates. During a 2-day visit to India, Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister for Political Affairs Ali Bagheri Kani on Thursday met S. Jaishankar and discussed bilateral issues, regional issues and joint comprehensive plan of action. The duo held a discussion on Chabahar Port project and remarked that the project is not only important for Iran and India but pivotal for other countries also. Ghani expressed a sharp criticism of US and Western countries by accusing them of being responsible for energy security crisis that has taken over the world. The minister emphasized on how Western media outlets refrain from reporting and condemning gender-based violence which take place all over the world. Bagheri Kani also mentioned about the various incidents like killing of Yemeni daughters, Afghan women killed by US-made bombs and others which are not reflected in news. So viewers, that's all we have for now.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manula.